everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom and here I am back again for the Championship review. I know it's gone crazy this week, Saturday, then Tuesday and Wednesday, then Saturday again, so the predictions will be out probably later today, but I'm only just catching up. I've been to loads of games. I was at Birmingham West Brom on Friday, Hull Ipswich on Saturday, Ipswich Brentford on Tuesday, and Norwich Reading on Wednesday. So only just now catching up with everything. So let's go through what happened this past midweek, and I will answer my predictions and we'll see how many I got right. So Leeds stayed top, nice home win over Preston. Preston still down in 23rd spot, no sign of them kicking out of there. Most people think they should be a lot higher than that. Leeds, Cooper, really muggy goal that one. Roberts with a nice lob into the bargain there. It looked like it could have been quite a few more. So Leeds still looking good, no sign of them tiring, and they must be very, very short price to go up now. They look great. I said this one would be a home win, so 1 out of 1 for me there. Back up to second place, Middlesbrough. They played at home to Bolton, who apparently played extraordinarily defensively from what I've heard. So I hope they keep up the same lack of ambition tomorrow when they play my team, Ipswich. Saville. Now this is a whole day of first goal. So Saville gets his first goal for Borough there in the Sombalonga, I think quite near the end. I said home win for that one. So I'm 2 for 2 with the top sides. And the first team to let me down are going to be my team, Ipswich. It was 24th versus 2nd going into this game, and it ended 1-1. Ipswich versus Brentford at Portman Road, 1-1. I said that I thought Brentford were going to get the away win there. If you want to know more about this game, look down on the channel and I do a full review of this, so I won't say too much. Needless to say, Paul Hurst blinked a little bit and changed his philosophy. 3 at the back really didn't work in the first half. Brentford way the better side, but Ipswich, he went back to his normal system, Hurst, and they fought back for a 1-1 there. Brentford still not able to, they're right at the top of the league, not able to get this away form. If they got the away form anywhere near the home form, they are going to have an extraordinarily good season. But they looked excellent, Brentford. West Brom 4, Bristol City 2. I said this one would be a draw, but West Brom really blew them away. Suggested that Birmingham's kind of defensive tactics really nullified West Brom. Well, if you don't do that and you play on the front foot and you press as Bristol City always do, this is perhaps what happened. And these 3 West Brom players, Rodriguez got 2, Gale got 1, and Barnes, I don't know if they played the same system. When I saw them, it was a 3-5-2 with Barnes and then those 2 up front. If you do not look after those 3 players, Rodriguez, Gale and Barnes, they are going to get loads of goals this season, and they punished them. Bristol City fans, obviously, always on the lookout for old Ipswich players. Adam Webster looked like he had an absolute nightmare in this game. I think it was him for the penalty, and then he falls over for another one of the goals. So please let me know how Adam Webster's getting on, whether that was just a sort of one-off. But didn't look like he was having the best of times there. I said draw, so I got that one wrong. Also, another one I got wrong. Sheffield United 0, Birmingham 0. I had home win for this one. I thought the Blades would just have too much for Birmingham at home there, but Birmingham hold out for a 0-0 there. They do have, as I mentioned before, this kind of very defensive midfield that locks it all up, and I think with Bramall Lane being what it is, that's a good result. Most teams will be happy with a draw there. Sheffield United still up in 6th. Obviously, Birmingham, we're awaiting what points deduction. The press said a couple of weeks ago 12. Now it looks like it's going to be 15. So Birmingham very much holding out for this news. How bad that news is going to be, we will find out. Better news for me though, because I got this next one right. Villa versus Rotherham. So this is my 3rd one right. That it was 2-0. Now, please watch back my predictions video, because I said, and Bruce will be looking to get Abraham and Balassi going, and holy crap, they both scored. So I'm going to give myself a big tick there. Rotherham still not picking up anything away from home. Villa mobilising in 7th place, and some of those players they've got, Grealish, McGinn, Abraham, Balassi, if they're not in the top 4 very soon, I will be very, very surprised. But a third one correct there for me. Wigan versus Hull. I had home win for this one. Right game for my fourth one correct. Wigan won 2-1. Morsey, who was sent off and had the red card rescinded, plays and scores, which is interesting. Josh Windass, obviously son of Dean Windass, famously of Hull City, scores against Hull City. And Bowen, who is, I saw Hull on Saturday, Bowen, who is Hull's standout best player, gets another one there. So 4 right now, but this one wrong. Derby 0, Blackburn 0. I think Blackburn are good and it's a good project, and I still think Lampard hasn't quite found where he's getting to with Derby, but I thought Derby would have enough player for player here. But people like Mowbray, people like Gary Monk, they can produce a rearguard action and get those points away from home. So well played from Blackburn there, because Derby not the easiest place in the world to go. I think possibly only Leeds won there, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Derby in 9th, Blackburn in 14th. Both sides will be looking to move up a few places in the next few weeks, I would have thought. So I got that one wrong. Another one I got wrong. Stoke 1, Swansea 0. I had a draw down here, but Swansea couldn't get anything away from home. Joe Allen with the goal. Stoke still down in 17th, but mobilising a little bit under Rowett. Offsidey looking goal by the looks of my notes here. And Swansea, very lots of draws and not a lot of goals in their games. So perhaps they need to look at that. And we know Rowett is sort of cautious and pragmatic, and some thought he didn't get the best out of those Derby players. Who has got the best out of the Derby players managing there the past 5 or 6 years? So we did expect a low-scoring one, and Stoke just scraping that by the 1 goal. Forest 2, Wednesday 1. I had a drawdown for this, and first goals for Graben and Carvalho. Fletcher for Wednesday, the old stalwart. I was surprised by Wednesday's run, so I wasn't surprised by this defeat. Forest, it's all about that line behind the front there. Got to get those forwards going. You know Karanka's going to give you a solid base, but whether they can knit that together with good forward play, we'll see. If they can, they're going to shoot up the table, but they're currently sitting in 11th. Another team shooting up the table is QPR, who after that horrific start, they win again against Millwall, who are nowhere near producing last season's form. Millwall down in 21st. QPR in 16th now, and the Millwall goalkeeper, Amos, had a bit of a nightmare in this game. Looked like he was possibly at fault for both of the goals, and they had this problem with Archer last season, so watch this space there. I had a drawdown for this one. QPR get the wing. Luongo and Easy, or however you say that, Eze, excuse me if I've got that wrong, with the goals. QPR on a pretty nice little run of form, it has to be said, under McLaren. This last game, Reading versus Norwich, I was at this game once again. Please look down on the channel and you will see a full match review. Pookie gives Norwich the lead in the first half. Bodvarsson comes on as a sub and equalises, and the other sub who came on next to Bodvarsson, Vrancic, scores literally, I don't know, 20 seconds after the kickoff. Very poor from Reading there to have got back in and lost it. Norwich mobilising as well. Their 2 wins this week. I think possibly 3 wins and a draw from their last 4 games. So Norwich are in good form. I got this one right. I thought they would scrape this game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 12. I've just started doing this. I don't think I'm ever going to get 8, 9, 10 out of 12. But we'll see. The Championship is bonkers. So I'll give myself a pass on that. Anyway, I will be back later on today. I've got to go to Canterbury, so I'll try and do the video from there with some more predictions for next week. As I always say, I'm an Ipswich fan. There are 23 other teams in this division. If you're a supporter of those teams, you probably know more about them than I do. So please give me your comments. Let me know what you think of what I've said, and feel free to disagree if I've got anything wrong. I'm interested in learning more about all the teams so I can make some better predictions. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom, and please, if you can and you've given a comment, please subscribe to this channel for more Championship content. It really does help. Thank you very much. See you later for the predictions, and I will be at Ipswich versus Bolton tomorrow. Goodbye.